Hey everyone, Liz Miller, Constellation Research, and I want to talk to you today about marketing analytics. Okay, bear with me. Don't run away screaming, saying, no, not more of that. Come back. Marketing analytics has been through it. We have counted things. We have added things. We have moved things around. We've gotten more sophisticated with what we can do, what we can measure, where we can measure, how we can measure. And it shows. It shows because marketing is able to speak in a language of measurement and metrics and definitive answers, where I can remember as a baby marketer, we were still talking about gut. We can't imagine doing that today because of the sophistication of not just the marketing tools that we have, but the marketing strategies that those analytics tools have been applied against. And for me, that's just exciting. But what's really cool is where I see marketing analytics going. It's all about the capacity to connect dots, to answer deeper questions, to not just be able to definitively say, yes, campaign A was a success. No, campaign B wasn't a success. Now what we can do is turn those analytics directly into action. And that is the new phase. The new phase is not looking at that analytics dashboard the same way we would gaze into the rearview mirror, right? Just looking at those numbers fly by. Being able to say what happened in the past, well, now I can explain it. What marketing analytics is doing is giving us a very clear path to fix what our future has on hold. We can go in, we can ask harder questions, we can expect better results, and we can take those analytics and immediately move into action, sometimes in the same platform. And that starts to get really exciting for marketers who are actively impacting things like growth, success, even brand. That's why looking at marketing analytics tools differently, expecting that much more, is so critical as you start to look at any of those new solutions that you might be bringing into the stack. It's one of the reasons why the marketing analytics shortlist becomes something that I get really passionate around. Yes, you're going to see a lot of tools that you should be seeing on here. And if you are in the market for marketing analytics tools and solutions, guarantee you're looking at things like Adobe Analytics. Guarantee you're looking at things like Looker. Microsoft, you've got those tools, right? Salesforce, you've got tools embedded right in your platforms. But I hope that this shortlist also gives you a couple names that you might be looking at and being like, Liz, tell me more. Okay, come closer. I want you to take a look for this video at Amplitude. Amplitude has always been one of those names that when I put it on this shortlist, I do get people asking me, really, Amplitude? And I always say, yes, really, Amplitude. Yes, deep roots in digital product and digital product analytics. It could always tell you where something might be going wrong in any of the digital products that you were building. It could start to tell you, well, that's not necessarily bringing that closed loop that you thought was happening in that experience. It took the definition of where those digital experiences were happening away from just, let's say, a website or a web page, and really opening up that digital aperture so you could start to connect the dots. And that's exactly what their marketing analytics solution allows you to do. So when we just started talking about how you needed to connect dots and you needed to turn analytics into action, what starts to happen if you can identify maybe less than optimal performance in a campaign, in flight, in real time, while also understanding session playback, while also understanding if there was a point of friction in the destination that you sent a campaign or the way an experience rolled out. This is about understanding what is happening and why it's happening and bringing that together into one space. And that, for marketers, that's powerful. But it also creates a connection between marketing and product that is going to be critical as we move forward in this age of fast-moving AI. The fact that we can answer these questions. And of course, all of these tools and solutions have AI empowerment, have those generative capabilities. Many of them have agentic capabilities to start to alert, to start to even change, take those autonomous actions to improve where we sit because of the analytics and because of the results. But when you start to think about amplitude, you start to think about a very different scope of just how broadly and just how deep you can look at performance, and you can look at why. You can look at where the gaps might be in your segmentation. You can look at the gaps across your campaigns. Why can be a scary question to ask, especially if you don't feel you have the tools or the data or the depth and breadth of vision to really be able to answer that question. Amplitude gives you that. And it's one of the great tools that appears on the marketing analytics shortlist. In fact, it's one of 11. Gosh, I looked at about 60 this time, and I managed to get it down to 11. I'm kind of proud of myself. But check them out. If you want to take a look at our shortlist, it's at constellationr.com. We've got a lot of them, but I'm super proud of this one because I think it really starts to point us in the direction of where marketing is headed, not where we've been in that rearview mirror.